Good day, everyone. I am Fredly Bukog from the Office of Soul. So, for this virtual training, we will focus on how to assign video conference room for group students. So, we will utilize the video conferencing app of My Soul, which is Big Blue Button, and then we also have Google Meet. So, now I will go to my Soul account. So this is my Soul account. I will now open my sample course. So for instance, I will choose the course MTech 101 sample course. So in this case, in my virtual classroom, I will make sure that I have already a video conferencing room section. So for instance, I have the section video conferencing room where I will put my video conference tool, just like Big Blue Button, and then we have Google Meet. So for instance, I have a scenario. So I would like to create a small group discussion based on their performance tasks, or let's say example, if they have a return demonstration. So I will let them brainstorm about their performance task or return demo for that specific room. So in short, I will create separate rooms in video conference. So how to do that? So we must first know how to group our students. Okay. So in order to group our students, we just scroll up and then we just click the gear icon. This pertains to the course settings. And then you select users and then you click the groups. If you click that groups, automatically it will redirect to groups tab. So in this case, I will scroll down and then there are two ways to create a group. You can do it manually or automatically. So if you do manual grouping, you just click the create group. So imagine if you have 30 students, so it's up to your choice if you want to uh, create a group manually by just clicking the create a group button. So this will be the teacher is in control of the group names and then the group members. And then we also have another way to create a group is the auto create groups. So meaning the system will automatically select the group members as well as the group names. So for instance, I will click the auto create groups. So if I click auto create groups, so it will redirect to auto create group setting. So we have first the general setting, we have the naming scheme. So in this default, we will label our groups with group at sign. So at symbol. So which means this is good for letters like group A, group B, and so on. So for example, this is I will create a scheme based on my performance task. So example, this will be a performance task. So example, I will name this one to uh, so I will name this one to a small group uh, discussion. Okay. So I think it's too long. So let's have just have a shortcut. So for this case, I will just have a code. So SGD, short for small group discussion. Small group discussion for performance task 1. Or you can have return demo, so RD1. And then here, since I already have the naming scheme, we have SGDPT1, that stands for small group discussion for performance task 1. So I will now uh, proceed with the using of the @ symbol or the hash symbol. If you are using the @ symbol, that pertains to letters, and then hash symbol, uh, that pertains to numbers. Again, @ sign, letters, and then hash symbol, numbers. So I will use the hash symbol. That that's good for number. So in this case, I have SGDPT1 space. Then I will use the numbers. So I'll use the symbol of hash. And then second, we have the auto create based on, so you have options based on the number of groups or the members per group. So I will divide the group. So this is based on the number of groups. So I will leave that as default, and then I will just group or member count. So I will divide them into 2. And then here we have the group messaging. So this is somehow a lower version for our FB Messenger. So this is good for educational purposes. So this will create a group chat. So I will allow the group messaging. So so automatically the system will create a group chat. So yes. So the group chat name, of course, is the SGDPT1 under respected group number. And then I have group members. So no need to change the select members with role. Select members from cohort, no need to change. So in here, allocate the members per group. This is based from the teacher, but as a default, it is randomly selected. But you can also alter or modify that one by just clicking the combo box, and then you can allocate the members based from the alphabetical by first name or alphabetical by last name. So it's up to the teacher's decision regarding the allocation of members. So after doing that, you scroll down and then you click the grouping. And then here, the grouping. So kindly click the grouping of auto-created groups to new grouping. And then I will create a grouping name, or the task name will be SGDPT1. Okay, so that's the grouping name for the task. And then you can also preview the members of that specific group. So you can preview, and then you can scroll down, and here you have 2 groups. So we have the group name of SGDPT1, the group 1, and then SGDPT1, the group 2. So we have uh, uh, total, all in all, we have 4 students. So equally divided the participants or the learners with that specific group. So again, in auto create group setting, you need to specify the naming scheme, the auto create based on, and then the group or member count, and then the group messaging or the group chat, And then in the group members, you can allocate the member based on alphabetical from first name or alphabetical by last name or randomly selected. And then don't forget you have the grouping and then grouping of auto-created groups. So just select the new grouping and then you can specify now the task or the name for that activity. And then you can preview. So here, listed below are the preview for the groups. And then once you're done, so click the submit button. So basically it will now display you the members per group. So example, if I click SGDPT1, so it will reveal now the the members, the group members, as well as the SGDPT2 and then the members. If you want to modify or changes regarding the members, you can click the add or remove users. But in this case, I will use this groupings. So that's how you create groups based from auto create groups. So now I will go to my course page. So you just click your course name to go back to your course page. And then here I will create now a video conferencing tool. For instance, I will use the big blue button in our My Soul. So here I have, okay, so here I am in the video conference room section. So to create a separate video conferencing tool for each group, so you just simply click create learning activity. So once click, you will see the create learning activity window and then I will click now the big blue button activity. So from here, if you click that big blue button, so it will redirect to big blue button settings. So you have now your virtual classroom name. So this is good for a small group discussion for performance. Performance task 1. And then here, this is intended only or restrict access only uh, for SGDPT1 Group 1. And then you can click the show more. And then if you have a general instruction, then you can place your general instruction for that specific group. And then no need to display description on course page. So just leave as default. And then you have here the visibility is show on course page. So it's okay. So now you are going to select the restrict access. So if you click the restrict access, you will restrict this access. So meaning this first big blue button, this is intended only for SGDPT1. So this is based from the groups. So just click the restrict access and then add restriction. And then you select the group button. So this will allow only students who belong to a specific group or all of the groups. You click that group button and then you select the grouping name, or not the grouping name but the group name. So here I have SGDPT11. So I will click it. So now I restrict this particular big blue button intended only for SGD1 PT1. So if you're done restricting the access, so kindly save and return to course. And you will see the lock icon. So if you click that lock icon, this will show the SGD1 PT1 can only access this particular video conference. And then now we will create another, okay? We will now create another big blue button for our SGD PT2, PT1, 2. So again, the same step as we do in small group discussion for performance tasks group 1. So again, we will just simply click again the create learning activity and then click the big blue button and then you name it. So for instance, uh, small group discussion for performance task 1, and then we have group 1. And then you click the show more and then the description you will specify your general instruction or instructions, and then here disable the display description on course page. Then you restrict access, click the add restriction, and then you will base from group, so click the group button and then you select the group name. So here I will choose the SGDPT12. This is for group 2. And then once you're done, then you click the save and return to course. So that's how you restrict access of a video conference room intended for Big Blue Button for group 1 and 2. So you can see that we have the lock icon that pertains that you restrict the access. So we are now done with the big blue button. So now let's proceed to Google Meet. So in creating a Google Meet, so we must first open our Gmail account. So from here, so this is my Gmail account. So to create a Google Meet or Meet video meetings, so just first we will use the calendar or the Google Calendar. So in that calendar, we will place our meeting or Google Meet. So first, we will schedule our meeting in the Google Calendar. So just click the Google Apps and then you click calendar that pertains to Google Calendar. So click that one. And then in this case, for instance, we have the small group discussion for performance task one for group one, and this you need to specify the range by clicking at the main menu. So for instance here, this will be your starting point. So for example, Friday, that's today, so that's December 4. So uh, you click the day, and then now you can add event. So we are now setting a schedule in our Google Calendar, of course, with the Google Meet feature. So here we click the add title and time. So example, this is SGD PT PT1 Group 1. So you can spell it out. So you have Group 1. And then you can now have the date and time. So example here, this is good for opening of Friday, December 4. And then the range will be till uh, next week. So December 11. So that's the range of the Google Meet. Okay. But first, we have first schedule, of course, the date in Google Calendar. So that's the range of accessing the Google Meet feature. And then you now specify the the members. Okay. For instance, these members or guests, this is based from your groupings. So let's see in our My Soul, and then let's see the grouping or the group members. Click the gear and then users and then the groups, and then you click. Okay. So for our SGDPT1 is we have two students. So you must know the email address of your student, and then another. Okay, we have two students for group 1, and then you click the add meeting video conference. Okay, we have here the meeting link. Okay. Okay, and then in that case, you click the save. Okay, save button. You click the save. So basically in this part, this is the setup for the teachers based on the groupings in My Soul. So in creating a schedule meeting in Google Meet, so we will first set up the Google Calendar. We will set up the event. So we set up this event for this specific group. And then we have here, and then we click the save button. If once you're done, you specify the range of the date, and then you have the guests or the members, and then you have the meet link, and then if you have uh, general instructions, then you can place also this. You can click or you can define your instruction here or just simply attach a specific file. And then once you're done, you click the save button and then send. Okay. So in that case, we have SGD one PT1 group. Okay. So for instance, okay, that's for group 1. And then I will create another for group 2. So we have G D P T1 for group 2. And then you have to specify the date, but if you want to add time, then you can also add time. So in this case, I will just give the date. So from from December 4 to December 11. And then the guests, okay. So I will not, okay. So this is good only for this particular day. And then specify the group members for group 2. So we have here, we have 2 members. So you should know the name or the email ad of the group 2. And then here we have, okay. And then you click the add meeting conferencing. So we have here another meet link. And then you can also specify if you have general instructions or attach file. And then once you're done, you can click the save button and then you send. So here we can see that we created a schedule meeting in Google Calendar. We have schedule meeting for group 1 and group 2 for small group discussion for PT or performance task 1. So that's in Google Calendar. Okay. So now we go back to our Gmail. So you just simply click the Google Apps and then you click the Gmail. And then in this case, we will click now the My Meetings. Okay, My Meetings. If you want to see your schedule Google Meet, so My Meeting, and then you will see here now your assigned schedule Google Meet meeting for group 1 and group 2. So now let's go back to our My Soul account. So you go back to your course page, and then now we will use now the Google Meet. Okay, Google Meet for our video conferencing for our small group. Now click the create learning activity, and then you go to resources tab and look for URL. Click the URL, and then you are now in the URL setting. So you will just give the name. So for instance here, let's say small group discussion, for performance task 1, via Meet. And then we will indicate the group number. So example, this is group 1. And then here, this is the name of your URL. So small group discussion for performance task 1 via Meet. This is restrict access only for group 1. And then we will proceed with the external URL. So we will just go back again to our Silliman account. So here we can see we have group 1. So we will just simply copy the meeting link. Copy the meeting link and then proceed to the MySoul account. And then you paste the meeting link and then you add http colon and then uh, 2 double forward slash. So again, http colon then double forward slash. And then in here, if you have instructions or clarification or announcement for group 1, then you may include. If you have instructions or general instructions for group 1, don't click the display description on course page because that is only intended for group 1. So leave that as default. So that is disable description on course page. And then next, we restrict access. We restrict access and then we click the add restriction. Add restriction and then we will base that one from group. So click the group button and then you select the group name. So for instance, I will proceed with SGDPT1 and 1. So this is restricted only for group 1. Okay. And then I will save and return to course button. You click that one. And then automatically it will create the URL resource, but this is lock. This is intended only for group 1. And then if you want to proceed with group 2, just simply follow the same steps. So just click create learning activity and then go to resources tab and then you click the URL resource and then here you have here the small uh, group discussion for performance task 1 uh, via Meet. And then this is only intended for group 1. Sorry, group 2. Okay. And then we have the external URL. We will just simply copy from our Gmail. So we have the meeting. Okay. Don't forget to click under the Meet. Okay, under the Meet, then click the My Meetings because this is scheduled meeting via Google Meet. And then proceed with you click the second group, the group 2, and then you just simply copy the meeting link. Copy, and then you go back to your MySoul account and then paste it. Paste, and then don't forget to put to encode HTTPS colon and double forward slash. And then if you have again description or general instruction intended for group 2, then you may include. This is optional, but don't just leave it. Okay, just leave it as default, the display description on course page. And then you restrict access, and then you click the add restriction, and then this is based from the group 2. So just select the group 2, so SGDPT1 group 2. And then once you're done, then click the save and return to course button. So in this case, you are now redirected to the course page. So you have small group discussion for performance task 1 via Meet. We have 2 groups, and then we lock it based from their uh, groups or group name. So in short, okay, you decide your group students of what particular video conferencing app. It could be Big Blue Button, or we have the Google Meet. Okay, so if you enable or you will use the Big Blue Button, then hide the Google Meet. Okay, so we will hide it. We will hide so that they will focus on the Big Blue Button as their video conferencing collaboration within their group. So that's how you assign a video conference room. So basically by the usage of Big Blue Button, and then we have the Google Meet. So in if you are questioning what about Zoom, so in Zoom, if you have a premium account or license account, you can make use of the breakouts. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this, and see you on the next virtual training.